Hi everyone and welcome back to Math with Mr. Simons. We make math simple and we get you exam ready. Alright, now today we're looking at grade 8 algebraic expressions, and we're looking at the first part of algebraic expressions, examining algebraic expressions. What do we mean with this? Well, when we give you expression, do you know how many terms there are? Do you know what's a coefficient? Do you know what's the degree, etc.? So that is how we examine an algebraic expression, understanding where's constants, etc. But let's look at the first question. So these questions are taken from previous past exam papers that were set. It's just meant to prepare you to what you should expect and see in your upcoming exams. Right, so examine the following algebraic expression. They gave me minus 5x squared plus x plus 3. How many terms are there in the expression? So how many terms can we count there? How many variables are there in the expression? So you need to know what's a variable. Write down the coefficient of x. Write down the coefficient of x squared. Write down the constant of the expression. And what is the exponent of x in the second term? So as I say, it's going to be variations. Here we're just looking at examining, then we're going to look at substitution, and then we're going to look at simplifying algebraic expressions, right? And there's still word sums. So those are the variations that we test, right? So if you want to see how well you can do this, right, attempt the questions, see where you've gone wrong, take a different color pen, and then when I'm marking or doing the solutions now, you can correct your errors and work on your errors till you fixed it, right? So without further ado, let's start. Right, so first question here. How many terms are there in the expression? So if you look there, you see I colored one blue, one purple, and one green, right? Now we should know terms are separated by plus or minus signs. All right, so there we have minus, then we have the term 5x squared plus, we have the term 1x squared plus, then we have the term 3. So that gives me 1, 2, 3 terms, right? They're separated by the plus or minus. So therefore, 3 terms, 1 mark. Right, how many variables are in expression? So variables, we want to know basically which letter of the alphabet are we using to represent what we are able to vary or change. Right, so the x squared can change, x to the power 1 can change. So x can be 1, 2, 3, 10, million, any number. So yeah, in theory, we can say there's only one variable because there's only one x. It's just that one is squared and this one is to the power 1. So therefore, how many variables in this expression? There's only one variable and it is x. Alright, coefficient of x. So we look at coefficient of x there, x is 1. Right, in front of it there, the invisible number in front of it is referred to as my coefficient, that is 1. Right, coefficient of x squared, what value is written in front of x squared? Negative 5. Please, whenever we mark this over the years, your learners constantly forget the negative sign, you'll go write 5. So the 5 is negative, so the whole coefficient, the whole value in front of x squared is negative 5. Don't go write just 5 because you're not going to get the mark. Constant of the expression, so which expression or term here has no x value attached to it or y or variable attached to it? In this case it is 3. So there the constant of the expression here is 3. What is the exponent of x in the second term? Right, so there term 1, term 2. In my second term, the exponent in the second term there, x to the power 1. Right, so I hope you follow, you understand. Let's look at another problem so that we can get better at doing this. Right, so now we have a longer expression. So examine the following algebraic expression. They gave me minus 4x to the power 5 plus 2x to the power 4 minus x cubed plus 2x squared minus x over 3 minus 10. 7.1.1, how many terms are there in the expression? So as I said in the previous problem, right, terms are separated by plus or minus signs. 7.1.2, list the variable or variables for 2 marks. 7.1.3, write down the coefficient of x. 7.1.4, write down the coefficient of x to the power 4. 7.1.5, write down the constant of the expression. And 7.1.6, give the degree of the expression for 1 mark. Alright. So again, pause, answer it. Right. See where you've gone wrong. And then work with me through as I give you the solutions. Right. So without further ado, let's solve the problems. So again, how many terms are there in expression? So there we have minus 4x5, then a plus sign, 2x4, then a minus sign, then we have x cubed, then a plus sign, 2x squared, then a minus sign, x over 3, minus sign, 10. So if terms are separated by plus and minus signs, I have 1 plus 2 minus 3 plus 4 minus x over 3, 5 minus 10 gives me 6 terms. So there, all in all, I have 6 terms in that expression. List the variables. So there, my variable, the item where I can put in any value in its place is x. So the x can be 1, 2, 5, minus 7, whichever value. That's why it's called a variable. It's allowed to vary. So there x, 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 and there's x. So the variable I have here is x. If they gave another letter, I would have had 2 variables. Right, 7.1.3, write down the coefficient of x. So you see there's x5, x4, x cubed, x squared. Here's x. Né? So that's x to the power 1. Right? The invisible number in front of x, I assume you remember, is 1. So in short, x over 3 can be written as 1 over 3x. Alright? Therefore, the coefficient in front of x is 1 over 3. Not 3. I've got out many learners, you go write 3. You need to remember it's 1 over 3. 1 mark. Coefficient of x to the power 4, value in front of it, plus 2. Constant, simply which term has no x attached to it, so that's minus 10. And the degree of the expression, we want the variable with the highest exponential value. So there 2, 3, 4, 5, my highest exponential value, x to the power 5, therefore 5th degree. Alright, so I hope you follow, hope you understand. Continue practicing, don't give up on yourself. You're in grade 8. The harder you work now, the easier you will reach success. So do the hard work now. Continue practicing on a regular basis. Become successful. That's all I want for you. God bless. Bye.